Hey, my name's Corey Minter, and today I'll be talking to you a little bit about the chemical sildenafil. We'll go into the basic skeletal structure, and then from there we'll go into the different functional groups found in that structure, and then I will be talking a little bit about IR peak assignments as well with those, with the functional groups. So we'll start off by looking at the skeletal structure of sildenafil, or better known as Viagra, and also some functional groups that can be found in this structure is an amine with the 3 single bonds coming from the nitrogen. There's a sulfide here, the 2 bonds coming from a sulfur. There's a couple alkenes. One here being, I had to draw the hydrogen showing that there is another single bond coming from this double bonded carbons. Which makes 4 bonds coming off that, making an alkene. There's an alkene here with the 2 double bonded carbons, and then the 4 single bonds coming off of each of those carbons. There's a ketone here, the double bonded oxygen to a carbon, and then 2 single bonds coming off of that. Another amine, again a nitrogen with 3 single bonds coming from that. There's an aromatic ring here, a ring of 6 carbons, 3 of them being double bonded. And I believe that about wraps it up for the functional groups. There's a couple of double bonded oxygens over there, but it doesn't make up any functional group. Now let's talk a little bit about IR peak assignments. I have here actual IR reading from sildenafil. It's highlighted in blue as sildenafil. Notice how we have a large peak here, about 1700. A smaller, but it's still a medium peak here, about 3000, and a larger but medium 3400. Now let's look into what makes these peaks. Notice how here at this alkene, that makes it a 3000 to 3100 centimeters. And over here, that would explain this one right here. We have another alkene causing it to be 16 to 1700, and it's a medium one. But this strong one here, I think, is due to this ketone, which gives it a 1715 centimeter to the negative first, and that's a very strong one. We also have this this amine here. The nitrogen bonding to the hydrogen causes it to have a 3400 to 3250 centimeters to negative 1, and that's also a medium strength peak, which explains this one here. And also I have this list to kind of back me up on all of this. We can see here this NH stretch that I just explained, 3400 to 3250, and that's a medium. Get that with your amines. Your alkenes with the double bonded carbon to the hydrogen stretch there is 3100 to 3000. This is where I found the 1715, the C to the double bond O oxygen. That's in your ketones, like I explained earlier. It's right here, right there at that double bonded oxygen to the carbon. And your aromatics also cause a good peak around 1600 to 1585, which would put it around in here somewhere. But again, it was hard to track at that point between the 2 IR spectrum readings that was going on. I just figured I'd point out the main strong ones here. And I think that about wraps it all up for sildenafil. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a lot. Thanks.